Hi everyone, and Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to everyone. We're getting very close to the holiday season and our weather's finally calmed down here, and now it's time to get at it and get a few videos done. And the first plant I want to talk about is cyclamens. Now I have a few here as examples, and you can see the beautiful colors that they're in. I actually picked up 3, and you can see how gorgeous that is. This one is a white with a bit of purple. And then this one's more of a purple. You can see the darker colors in it. Now cyclamens come from, basically they're grown in greenhouses, but a lot of the plants originally are from Asia, Europe, and they're grown in woodlands. Now the ones that we have here are florist cyclamens, so they're particularly grown for stores to sell and for the home. And a lot of times these plants, although gorgeous and beautiful, once they're done blooming and they start going dormant, people throw them out. So they're like a poinsettia. They're a seasonal plant in a lot of situations, but it doesn't have to be that way. Cyclamens that are the florist variety can be grown from year to year. And they will arrive in the stores and in the greenhouses in the fall, usually anywhere around Thanksgiving right up to Christmas. And you'll see a lot of them, and you'll see a variety of them. And they're very cheap plant. I mean, these ones here that I have were like, I think $6 here in Canada. So you can kind of figure that out for those of you in other countries. And I had a variety to choose from because they come in whites, solid whites, reds, pinks, soft pinks, darker pinks like I just shown you here, shades of purple, and of course glorious whites with pink centers like this one. And they're just beautiful, and they provide that holiday color. And one thing that's nice about these plants is that if you aren't a red person, as in you don't like red poinsettias, red plants and that, and you aren't into the red color, you have some options here with these plants, as well as with poinsettias now, to have some pinks and some whites in your home to calm that color down. So if that's what you like, you're in luck with these plants. Now, these plants are very particular how you look after them. They actually have a tuber in the pot. So at the bottom of this plant, kind of like a dahlia, there is a tuber there. And that is what these plants are growing from in these pots. These plants are extremely poisonous, so beware if you have pets, if you put them in the garden. Now there are 2 types. There's one for the garden and one, as I mentioned, the florist for the home. And I'm talking about the florist one today. These ones would be potentially hardy in a zone 9 to 11 in a woodland kind of setting. However, in the home, they are just a plain holiday houseplant that we can enjoy with a few tips to make it easier to maintain and to keep them happy. Now, they do not like a house temperature that's above 70. They prefer 60 to 70 range for a temperature. Otherwise, it's too warm for them. They like bright, indirect light. That will make them very happy, and you can never let them dry out. And I'll show you what happens here when you do let them dry out. You can see on this one here, see those flowers that are starting to fall? That is a sign it's dried out. Besides, the weight of the pot is very light. This one is extremely dried out. And if I don't water it today, the whole plant's gonna flop, and you potentially can lose some blooms with it. Now, cyclamens like to be watered from the bottom. So I use these little plastic containers that are really handy, and I just fill it up with water and we let it absorb it, and then these flowers will all perk up. So I'm gonna do that now and let this plant absorb the water while we chat. Okay, so I put some water in the container here. You can see I'm holding it there, and that will help it to absorb the water so that I don't lose the plant, because I am loving these pinks this year. Now, first of all, when you pick your cyclamen, pick one that is healthy, lots of blooms that are not open. So you can see this one has lots of buds that are not open. And just double check it for mealybugs, aphids, those kind of things. If you see them flying around, then you may have to treat it when you get home with an insecticidal soap. These plants must be watered from the bottom. Okay, so when you get these home, take this plastic wrap off that I have right here, pull it out, and let it breathe. Remember, they like to be moist, but not soggy, because the soggy plant will rot the tuber that's in the bottom of this plant. So you can see this one here, it's got a really good weight to it, but look at the dead leaves on it. So I'm just gonna pick those off, and I'll show you this up close, what these plants look like in a second. But you can see they just need a little bit of cleanup and it looks beautiful. But get these plastic covers off your pots and let it breathe. Now, when you care for these, when they're in bloom, which is when you're probably going to be buying them from the store, you can water them every couple of weeks with half-strength fertilizer with a low nitrogen number, which is the first number on your fertilizer. So half-strength, and try to keep the nitrogen low. Once the leaves start turning yellow, and here's one here, I'll show you, we're starting to see a little bit of yellow on them. Once they're done blooming, they will start going dormant. That is okay. That is a natural cycle. Normally these will bloom anywhere from 6 weeks to 6 months, but in the spring they will go dormant, meaning they will go to sleep. And when they start going dormant, they will start dropping all their leaves. The leaves will start turning yellow and they'll start withering up. And that's okay. Your plant is not dead. Keep watering it when it's showing signs of dryness. And the only way you can tell this is by the weight of the pot, if you're used to doing that, or sticking your finger in the pot, and you want to stick it at least knuckle length down, because that's where the tuber is going to be, and see if it's dry. If it's dry, you're going to water it. So check these every day. I go by the weight because I can tell this one's starting to dry, so it's probably a water tomorrow. It's a little lighter. This one has got some water into it now, and it's much heavier, and you're going to check them every day. But as they go dormant, you're not going to be watering quite as much, but you still want to keep some moisture in so that tuber doesn't dry up. So what happens when these plants go dormant? Like I mentioned, they will start dropping all the leaves, they will turn yellow, they will wither up. So I would say that these are going to start doing that probably in another 5-6 weeks. So they're going to look like they're a dead, ugly mess. That's when a lot of people will throw these in the garbage and get rid of them. But you don't have to. That tuber is still alive in that pot. So treat it like you would a dahlia tuber, or treat it like a poinsettia. Let it go to sleep. It needs that to rejuvenate. And that would be the time that you're going to start not watering as much. You're going to check it. You're going to make sure it's slightly moist and not dried out. And then you're going to water it, which means instead of watering every week, probably every other week during that time. You can put it in a dark place and let it go dormant. And then you can bring it back out near the end of August, September, somewhere in that time frame, depending where you live, when you start seeing some growth on it. Then you're going to start giving it more fertilizer every week and watering it and moving it to a bright, sunny location. So these plants are easy to maintain, quite honestly, and you get a break from them. Now, the other option you have, even though these are florist cyclamen, is you have the option of putting them outside during their dormancy. I don't recommend that here for the florist ones because that's how they're going to really dry out and you possibly could kill them. But you do have the option in other areas, especially if it's more of a perennial cyclamen and not the florist type. But I recommend you put these into a dark place, check the moisture every week, probably water it from the bottom every other week to keep that tuber moist while it goes dormant, but not soggy. We don't want to rot that tuber. And then bring it back out in the fall, put it into bright indirect light, and let it grow and start feeding it again. Now, the other thing you can do with this is if you're afraid you're going to overwater these, put them into a bigger pot. These are just the standard florist 3-inch pots, very small, and quite honestly, there is an opportunity here for them to dry out because they're probably getting root bound. So let's look at that and see where these ones are at. I always like to dissect plants when I get them. And this is going to be messy. So we're going to take this one here out of the pot and look at that. Now look at the roots on that. You can see this one probably should be potted up. So how are we going to pot these up? Well, we're going to give it a good organic potting soil, and we're going to add lots of perlite to it to allow the roots to breathe and move it up a size in the pot. So this one needs to be moved up. So in the fall, when I take it out of my dark room downstairs in the basement, because that's where I'm going to put them on my grow racks, I will then move it to a bigger pot and I will add some perlite and start fertilizing it. And at that point in time, because it's not in bloom, we can use a full strength fertilizer on it to water it. And I would use it every week to get the blooms. So like I said, when it's blooming, half strength, probably every other week. When it's in full growth cycle, you're gonna fertilize it every week, full strength. So there's not much more to say about these plants. You can see this one has not rebounded quite yet. You can see them still leaning. It needs more water. It sucked that up like nothing. So I'm just gonna put this in my little dish of water again and let it absorb some more water. And if you see Maddie, you hear Maddie running around. Oops, she's playing with her toys. She's wanting to eat, and that's what she's trying to tell me. She has to take her medication. So that's all there is to growing these. They're very easy to grow, and don't be afraid to keep them year round because they are beautiful. Now, one final thing to mention here, the lifespan of one of these beautiful cyclamens is about 10 years, so about a century. These will survive in your home as a houseplant if you follow the instructions I just gave you. That is about as long as they're gonna live. That's pretty good for a $5 or $6 plant that provides color for you every single year. So definitely worth the investment. And I mean, they look beautiful on a windowsill when they're in full bloom for Christmas with your paper whites, your amaryllis, your lemon cypress. You can make a really beautiful display with these. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found this very helpful. I know these plants turn people away because they think they die, but they have to have a dormancy to come back and be big, beautiful, and vigorous in the fall, in time for Thanksgiving and potentially Christmas. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will show you a close-up of these plants, and I hope you'll give them a try. Right now, they're in the stores everywhere. So don't forget that at $5 or $6, you can have some true beauty in your home, and you can put them anywhere where they get some bright indirect light. For me, it's in one of my west windows. It can be in my living room. It can be in an east window in my kitchen. It really doesn't matter as long as it's bright indirect light. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you'll check out my other channel, Jacqueline's Home, for home decorating, organizing, a bit of cleaning, and just overall something to make the home pleasant and enjoyable to live in. And also I hope you check out Rob Loves to Cook and Eat. He's going to be cooking up a smorgasbord for Christmas. We have a lot of family coming that are going to be staying here. We're going to be traveling a little bit over the holidays to spend Christmas with family as well. So it should be a great time. but I will have more videos coming. So thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Now let's have a good look at these plants because they are gorgeous.